Hi guys, it's Miss Halligan. We're gonna be doing day 2 of reading Wonder. I try to do around like 8 to 10 minutes of reading, and then we'll be kind of good to go. I hope you guys are doing well. I just want to let you know I've been updating grades. Um, Make sure you did all 8 vocabulary words and not just the 5. That's all I'm gonna say before I start reading, okay? So we left off right here. We're at Christopher's house. I was really bummed when Christopher moved away 3 years ago. We were both around 7 then. We used to spend hours playing our Star Wars action figures and dueling with our lifesavers. I miss that. Last spring, we drove over to Christopher's house in Bridgeport. Me and Christopher were looking for snacks in the kitchen, and I heard Mom talking to Lisa, Christopher's mom, about my going to school in the fall. I had never. That's my dog, sorry. I have never, ever heard my mom mention school before. What are you talking about? I said. Mom looked surprised, like she hadn't meant for me to hear it. You should tell them what you've been thinking, Isabel, Dad said. He was on the other side of the living room talking to Christopher's dad. We should talk about this later, said Mom. No, I want to know what you're talking about, I answered. Don't you think you're ready to go to school, Augie? Mom said. No, I said. I don't either, said Dad. Then that's it. Case closed, I said, shrugging, and I sat in her lap like I was a baby. I just think you need to learn more than I can teach you, Mom said. I mean, come on, Augie. You know how bad I am at fractions. What's school? I said. I already felt like crying. Beecher Prep, right by us. Wow, that's a great school, Augie, said Lisa, patting my knee. Why not Via School? I answered. That's too big, Mom answered. I don't think that'd be a good fit for you. I don't want to, I said. I admit, I made my voice sound a little babyish. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, Dad said, coming over and lifting me out of my mom's lap. He carried me over to sit in his lap on the other side of the sofa. We won't make you do anything you don't want to do. But it wouldn't be good for him, Nate, Mom said. It would be good for him, Nate, Mom said. Not if he doesn't want to, answered Dad, looking at me. Not if he's not ready. I saw Mom look at Lisa, who reached over and squeezed her hand. You guys will figure it out, she said to Mom. You always have. Let's just talk about it later, she said to Mom. You always have. Oh, I read that line. I could tell she and Dad were about to get into a fight about it. I wanted Dad to win the fight, though part of me knew Mom was right. And the truth is, she was really terrible at fractions. Driving. It was a long drive home. I fell asleep in the back seat like I always do, my head on Via's lap like she was my pillow, a towel wrapped around the seatbelt so I wouldn't drool all over her. Via fell asleep too, and Mom and Dad talked quietly about grown-up things I didn't care about. Don't know how long I was sleeping, but when I woke up, there was a full moon outside the car window. It was a purple night, and they were driving on a highway full of cars. And then I heard Mom and Dad talking about me. We can't keep protecting him, Mom whispered to Dad, who was driving. We can't just pretend he's just going to wake up tomorrow and this isn't going to be his reality because it is, Nate, and we have to help him learn to deal with it. We can't just keep avoiding situations that. So sending him off to middle school like a lamb to a slaughter, Dad answered angrily, but he didn't even finish because he saw me in the mirror looking up. What's a lamb to a slaughter? I asked sleepily. Go back to sleep, Augie, Dad said softly. Everyone will stare at me at school, I said, suddenly crying. Honey, Mom said. She turned around in the front seat and put her hand on my head. You know, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. But we spoke to the principal there and told him about you, and he really wants to meet you. What did you tell him about me? Oh, how funny you are, how kind and smart. When I told him you had Dragon Rider when you were 6, he was like, wow, I have to meet this kid. Did you tell him anything else I said? Mom smiled at me. Her smile kind of hugged me. I told him about all your surgeries and how brave you are, she said. So he knows what I look like, I asked. Well, we brought some pictures from last summer in Montauk, Dad said. We showed him pictures of the whole family, and the great shot of you holding that flounder on the boat. You were there too? I have to admit, I was a little disappointed that he was a part of this. We both talked to him. Yes, Dad said. He's a really nice man. You would like him, Mom added. Suddenly, it felt like they were on the same side. Wait, so when did you meet him? I said. He took us on a tour of the school last year, said Mom. Last year? I said. So you've been thinking about this for a whole year and you didn't tell me? We didn't even know if you'd get in, Augie, answered Mom. It's a very hard school to get into. There's a whole admission process. I didn't see the point in telling you and having you get all worked up about something if it isn't necessary. But you're right, Augie. We should have told you when we found out last month that you got in, said Dad. In hindsight, sighed Mom. Yes, I guess. Did the lady who came to the house that time have something to do with this? I asked. The one that gave me that test? Yes, actually, said Mom, looking guilty. Yes. You told me it was an IQ test, I said. I know, well, that was a little white lie, she answered. It was a test you needed to take to get into the school. You did very well on it, by the way. There's my dog. I'll put him in the picture. There we go, buddy. Maybe I'll go next year, I answered, folding my arms. It'll be good for you, Augie, said Mom. This year would be better. You know why? Because you'll get into the 5th grade and that's the first year of middle school for everyone. You won't be the only new kid. I'll be the only kid that looks like me, I said. I'm not going to say it won't be a big challenge for you because you know better than that, she answered. But it'll be good for you, Augie. You'll make a lot of friends. You'll learn things that you've never learned from me. She turned in her seat again and looked at me. When we took a tour, you know what they had in their science lab? A little baby chick that was hatching out of its egg. It was so cute. Augie, it actually kind of reminded me when you were a little baby. Those big brown eyes of yours. I usually love when she talks about when I was a baby. Sometimes I want to curl up in a little ball and let them hug me and kiss me all over. I miss being a baby, not knowing stuff, but I was in the mood for that now. I don't want to go, I said. How about this? Can you at least meet Mr. Tushman before making up your mind? Mr. Tushman, I said. He's the principal, answered Mom. Mr. Tushman, I repeated. I know, right? Dad answered, smiling and looking at me in the rearview mirror. Can you believe that name, Augie? I mean, who on earth would ever agree to have a name like Mr. Tushman? I smiled even though I didn't want to let them see me smile. Dad was the only person in the world who could make me laugh no matter how much I didn't want to laugh. Dad always made everyone laugh. Augie, you should go to that school just so you can hear his name over the loudspeaker, Dad said excitingly. Can you imagine how funny that would be? Hello, hello, paging Dr. Tushman. He was using a fake high old lady voice. Hi, Mr. Tushman. I see you're running a little behind today. Did you get rear-ended again? What a bump rap. I started laughing. Not because I thought he was being that funny, but because I wasn't in the mood to stay mad anymore. It could be worse, though, Dad continued in his normal voice. Mom and I had a professor in college called Miss Butt. Mom was laughing now, too. Is that for real? I asked. Roberta Butt, Mom answered, raising her hand as if she would swear. Bobby Butt. She had huge cheeks, said Dad. Nate, said Mom. What? She had fake cheeks, that's all I'm saying. Mom laughed and shook her head at the same time. This dog. Ugh. Pick a side, Jax. Okay. Hey, I know, said Dad excitedly. Let's fix them up on a blind date. Can you imagine? Miss Butt, meet Mr. Tushman. Mr. Tushman, meet Miss Butt. They can get married and have a bunch of little tushies. Who's Mr. Tushman? Via said groggily. She had just woken up. He's the principal of my new school. Okay, guys, that's where we're stopping for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Jax, for having a little bit of a surprise appearance. I bet everyone was very thrilled that you decided to join us today. I love you all. Have a really good Thursday. Bye.